Or this fork in the road I talked about earlier is the fork in the road. Are we going to go with the heart, consciousness, opening the mind, or are we going to go with head, which holds us in enslavement to the mind? Open the auric field, close it. And most people are in this closed state because that's what we're manipulated to be in from the moment we enter this reality. Everything is structured for that. That's why they want people in education as early as possible. Start the process. And one of the great ways that we are bewildered and held in the illusion is the illusion of time. Time absolutely controls us. There is no time. Time is a construct of mind. And you can be aware of that. Of course, if things want to start here, or you want to meet someone there, then you know that time operates as a construct in this reality, and you can work with that, and you can be there at the right time, so everything is okay and works. But at the same moment, you can see that actually it's a construct, and therefore not get pulled into it. When we get pulled into it and believe time is real, then we actually get pulled into a computer program. I mean, how can time be real when you fly this way over an invisible line in the ocean, and you go into yesterday, and you fly that way and you go into tomorrow? And I flew from England and I got to Croatia, and it was an hour later. It's a construct. And because what we call consciousness is no time, if you get absolutely caught in the movement of time and it becomes your perception completely, then how can something that is vibrationally connected to an illusory construct called time connect powerfully with a state of being that is no time? Time is a great way that we're held. This is from that near-death experiencer again. There is no time, there is no sequence of events, no such thing as limitation of distance, of period, of time, of place. I could be anywhere I wanted to be simultaneously. There is no time and the construct of time. And look at it. It controls us. Got to be here for this time to start my job. I'll be in trouble if I'm not there on time. Oh, is that the time? Is there any more time? Oh my goodness, I'm running out of time. Time. Watching the clock. Oh my God. And yet, there is no time. There is only now. That's all there is. The now. That's what consciousness is. The now. See, consciousness is no time. It's the now. Mind it's not time, it's a perception of time. So, people say, well, the future must exist. Okay, where is it? Well, I'm thinking, yeah, you're thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about the future. Yes, you are. You're preparing for the future, right? Yeah. And when are you doing that? Well, in the now. Okay, and there's the past. Okay, well, tell me about the past. How do you perceive the past? Well, I think about it and I remember it. Okay, when are you remembering it? In the now. Everything happens in the now. You want to think about the past and you perceive the past, but you're perceiving the past from the now. You perceive the future from the now. Everything is now. And what you do in this now will affect the now as you experience it. But you're not going to affect the future by going there or going there. The now is the only place where anything happens. It's the only way you can experience anything and make anything change. But what happens because of our perceptions, another big thing about time, is most people, instead of putting their power in the now, they get pulled into the past through things called regret and if only. And that woman in 1953 who said that to me, I've never forgiven her, all that stuff. And the future, I'm not going to enjoy the now because I've got to get somewhere else. Gotta. That's my next goal. Gotta. Run. No, that's all going on here. All going on in the now. If you get the now right, everything else takes care of itself. As William Blake, a great British writer, said, to see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. The now. And it's like a computer disk. You know, when you're watching a movie, as the laser moves across, which is your perception of now, the present, As it moves through the scenes in the movie, those scenes you've watched become your perception of the past, and the scenes you've yet to see become your perception of the future, but it all exists on one disc in the same now. It's just the point that you are reading it on at that time that you perceive to be now and past, present and future. And it's like a time loop going round and round and round and round, where we think we're getting somewhere, but we're just in the same now, but have no idea that that's what it is. And so we get caught in illusions and diversions. All possibility, all that is, the infinite oneness, is nothing and everything. It's all possibility, it's all potential, and it's silent, and it's still. And what we call creation is form that comes out of that all possibility. The real core of who we are is silence and stillness, which we think is no thing, when actually it's everything. And when I was I took some ayahuasca in the rainforest of Brazil. It's kind of a psychoactive drug. It's the only time I've ever taken that stuff, actually. In 2003, I had an amazing 2 sessions of about 5 or 6 hours when this voice talked to me about the nature of reality. It was absolutely stunning. And when I came and checked the facts, they were true. And one of the great things it said to me that night was, if it vibrates, it's illusion. And what vibrates is the world of form, the world of creation. What doesn't vibrate is the stillness and silence of who we really are at the core of our essence. Oneness, all that is and ever can be. We hear things in ancient writing about this. You know, God is all that is and ever can be, and all the rest of it. Well, actually, because it is all potential, that's exactly what it is. Everything and nothing. All potential. And it's also the no-thing, the nothing. It's funny, you know, we think that this is the world of form, because I'm standing on this stage, there's a thing here, and there's walls. But what defines this building is not just the form, it's the no-thing between the form. That's what defines this building. If there was no thing, there couldn't be this building. There'd be no space to sit in for a start. It's the no thing. And what comes out of no thing is form. And then when form breaks down, it goes back into no thing. It goes back into all potential, because it's just energy. And then there's the silence. We live in a world, and I would suggest not by accident, that is getting louder and louder and louder. There's more and more words. And people get into a car and they have to kill the silence by turning the radio on. They go into a room, they have to put the television on to kill the silence. We don't want silence, because it's no thing. And you say to people, can you hear anything? And they go, no thing, no. And yet, within the silence exists everything. See, when you have the silence, which is all possibility, and then I speak, I pull one potential out of all possibility, and it exists for a time as I keep speaking, and then I stop. And it's gone back into the no thing. Back into all potential. This world of form is brilliantly described as like the crest, the white crest of the ocean wave, where the ocean is going along, and then there's a little white crest at the top of the wave. Well, that's just this coming into form and then going out of form. We are that silence. And when you bring sound into things, you can create form through sound as it comes out of the no thing. This is a series of particles that have been put into that shape purely by playing sound of a certain note across the particles. So when we sit in meditation, we go, well, not that I do much actually, I just get on with my life, but a lot of people do, and good luck to them. And you go into this place of silence, of no thing, of no thought. consciousness, the